Hi guys, this is Amy with A to Z Stamping, and today I just wanted to do a really quick video showing you all the Aqua Painters. Those are something that I'm not sure a lot of you have, or you haven't purchased them yet because you're not quite sure what they do, so I thought I would just give a really quick tutorial on these. So this is what the Aqua Painters look like. They come in a set of two. You get a medium brush and a wide brush. So the medium brush is this one with the clear top, and the wider one is the one with the bluish top. It's just a little bit bigger. And an Aqua Painter is basically in place of a paintbrush. So imagine if you were using a paintbrush and then a cup of water. So they're really easy. You just twist, and I have mine filled with water. So see, you just put some water in it, and then they're a paintbrush for watercoloring. You could also fill them with bleach, which is really fun because you could color something dark and then use some bleach to, take the color out. You could fill them with alcohol. That has a different effect. You can put alcohol and some re-inker drops in there so that you could do colored things. There's all kinds of things you can do, but I like to just use them with the water as they're intended as Aqua Painters. Now, when you're watercoloring, you can use the watercolor paper, and we sell our watercolor paper. It comes like this. It comes in a pack. You get 5 sheets, and these are 6 by 9 inch sheets. And let me see if I can show you up close. I have a little piece here. So I guess it's white, but it's kind of an off-white color. Can you see that close up though? Do you see the texture on there? So this is our watercolor paper. And then a lot of people wonder, well, can you watercolor on our regular cardstock? You can, and I'm going to show you that in a second. You can also watercolor on the glossy white cardstock. It looks really cool. So let me show you the difference here. So here's 2 that I have watercolored on. This one right here, sorry guys, this one right here is on our watercolor paper. So do you see that look right there? And it sort of blends together a little bit, and then I stamp just in black. It's a good day on top. And this is on our regular cardstock. So you can kind of see the difference. This one definitely has more of a watercolor look, but this one does as well. It does take a little bit of time to dry, not too long though. Isn't that pretty? So you can make really cool backgrounds to stamp on. Or you can use it to do detailed work, and I'm going to show you an example. I don't think you have as much control. You have far more control if you use a blender pen, if you're wanting to do really fine detailed work. Remember, this is going to be more like using a paintbrush. So let me show you an example. So I have a piece of, this is just our plain Whisper White cardstock. And you would always want to start with the lightest color you have. So you want to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This is so saffron here because you want to use this part. And it's good to have either a paper towel handy or your jeans, whatever. But see, this is wet because it's a paintbrush. You definitely don't want to squeeze unless you want a ton of water. So you run it through here. And I'm just going to start here at the bottom. So see, it's like a paintbrush. I don't have a lot of control like I do with the blender pen. The blender pen is more like our marker. This is definitely more like a paintbrush. Okay, but you want to start with your lightest color first, and then let me grab my scrap piece of paper. Where'd you go? When I'm done with that color, I would just run it until it's clear. See, that's clear again, so you don't have to rinse them or anything. Let's see, then I'm going to go with the Wild Wasabi. Rub that in here. Okay, so see how it's definitely a paintbrush. And I'm not doing the best job right now of making it even and nice because I'm trying to be quick for this video. But I think you're getting the idea. And you can kind of see it as it starts to dry how it's lightening up. That was Wild Wasabi. Let me do some Marina Mist here. Now if I was to squeeze it, watch, I'll squeeze a little. I can get drops of water to come, but I don't want that. So now my paintbrush is full of water. See that? It's a lot more watery, which sometimes you might want, especially if you're using the watercolor paper. See how much more watery that is now? And if that's the look you're going for, it's so simple. I'm going to move my paper over. Let me get the Marina Mist off there. And then I'm going to finish this up with some Wisteria Wonder. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to finish that up there. All right. Now, this, it's pretty wet right now, but it doesn't take too long for it to dry. So isn't that pretty? So you can make really cool backgrounds. Of course, I just did mine in lines. You could do something in like, you could do like swirls, and you could make it lighter in the middle, and then you could make it really dark around the edges. There's a lot of fun things you can do with this. Okay, and I've seen some really cool stuff with like skies and things like that. Okay, so anyway, that's using the actual Aqua Painters. Now I wanted to show you, I have stamped right here with the Best Bird stamp set. I just stamped this bird and the branch just onto a piece of cardstock. And I wanted to show you, you can technically use this to do coloring. You just don't have quite as much control. And I just stamped it with our archival basic black ink, which our basic black ink pad is archival. Okay, so get this. So if I wanted to, see, so I can color it in. Like I said, I just don't have quite as much control as I do if I was using the blender pen or even the markers. The longer I go, the less color I'm going to be able to pull out. Okay. So there's a little bit of yellow. And then I want to do some green. And I could stay in the lines. I don't care. I wanted it to come out a little bit. Okay, so you see, there we go. So anyway, that's the Aqua Painters. I think they're kind of fun to work with, especially if you're wanting that watercolor. There we go, ink pad, that watercolor look. Do you see that? It's pretty, and it doesn't run the black ink or anything, so the ink is made for that. But again, this is the watercolor paper, so see that? There's a lot more texture. It's different than on the regular paper. But they're fun. There's lots of fun things to do with that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This was just short, trying to show you how the Aqua Painters work. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Find me on Facebook, A2Z Stamping. Thanks, guys. Bye.